Hi guys. Oh, hi guys. It's Maggie from Magnificent Tarot, and I am back to do your soulmate reading, Taurus. Hey Taurian, this is for Taurians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, and North Node. I added in Mars because I want you guys to start considering taking I want you guys to do research on Eastern astrology, Vedic, specifically astrology, and not just focus on your tropical sign, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. In Vedic, um, it's good to check out the Moon, the Mars if you're men. What is it? Yeah, Mars is for the male energy if you're a cross watcher, and the Moon sign and the Venus sign. Okay, well you can still do Sun, Moon, Rising in Vedic, but just I want you guys to incorporate your Vedic astrological placements as well as your Western or tropical astrological placements. Okay, that was a mouthful. Anyways, um, so you guys, I did your love notes from Spirit, and it was very deep. Taurians, I hope you guys check that out. I will link that video, and those were messages your directly from the spiritual realm. Could be your spiritual teams, spirit guides, ancestors, both known and unknown, loved ones that passed or that are on the other side. So I want y'all to check that out because those messages are about your own spiritual growth and your journey to self-actualization. It's a series dedicated to healing yourself after um, going through different lessons through your love journey, okay, with different soulmates, because it is love messages, and love can encompass friendship love, family love, and just your love life in particular. A lot of you guys are seeking relationship advice, so it's a combination of relationship advice, but it's more um, how to cope after a relationship or how to fix a relationship with yourself and as far as relationships external to you, so relationships with friends, family, or a loved one, but primarily the relationship with yourself. Okay, that is the focal point for me. um, and as an intuitive counselor and as a healer and a teacher, I wanted to incorporate some of the advice that I would give to my clients one on one to you guys. Okay, and those are longer videos because they go in deep. I need to work on my time management. I need to work on trying to get out videos that are not too long, because I know sometimes people don't want to watch a 30, 40 minute, hour long video, and I get that, but there are some people that enjoy the longer videos. But you guys are busy people, so I'm going to try to incorporate weeklies, which will be short updated videos for you guys, weekly updates as it relates to your love life. And I'll still do the mid-months, which is more general, and I'll probably try to I might make the weeklies more general. It just depends on what I'm guided to do. But this will be your soulmate reading, and this will cover February 2019. I have a little friend on my card here, a little ant. Let me just make sure I get him to safety. All right. Are you gone? Okay. Oh, he's back. Hold on. I'm trying not to kill stuff, you guys. Okay, he's good. All right. He's on my dresser walking around. Don't get in my stuff. All right, you guys. I do this from a place of unconditional love and non-judgment, first and foremost. This is a gift that I was um, given by the Most High, by the universe, and I take this gift very seriously. And I want to set the tone of my readings um, and let you guys know that I do this from a place of integrity. So this is not just about, oh, I need to have all these followers. I mean, it would be nice to have lots of followers, but I would like to let things fall into place as they should. And I know that people that watch my videos are guided to watch my videos for specific reasons. Sometimes I get lots of views and sometimes I don't. And that's perfectly fine with me, as long as whoever is supposed to receive the message receives this message. So I was shuffling, I was meditating on your energy, and these cards popped out. And I have a new deck. Um, it's called the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, and it's by John Holland. I love this deck. It's gilded. I'm going to show you the other side because I kind of jacked up one side. But it's beautiful. It's gilded, and the imagery is gorgeous. And the guidebook, I love the way the author, John Holland, I love the way he interprets the messages or relays the messages for each card. So you guys got two air cards. So you guys are doing a lot of thinking. We got the clarity of belief, which is the Ace of Swords in the traditional tarot, and we have the Just Breathe, which is the Four of Swords. Very interesting that you guys got these cards here. So this is a potential for a new beginning, and this is for me, a new way of thinking, a new attitude as it relates to how you're approaching love and relationships. Okay, because this is a soulmate reading. You guys took some time out because this is about. This is just breathe. You needed some time to just breathe. You guys went through some sort of Three of Swords moment, because when you see the Four of Swords, you know that the Three of Swords came right before that, because there's a reason why you're in this energy. There's the Three of Swords. Two of Swords is the indecision. Ace of Swords is you reflecting. You're needing clarity on some things. Okay, so that clarity leads to maybe a little bit of indecision or maybe a stalemate where you're at a crossroads, and then you get to a point, you get to the Three of Swords, which is being overwhelmed, emotionally and mentally overwhelmed, and then the Four of Swords is you needing to take time out for yourself to rest and recuperate and to regroup. Okay, mentally, this is to gather your thoughts, because again, we have a focus on gaining some sort of clarity. Clarity of belief is you are doing what's right for you. This is based on your beliefs. Okay, what do you believe to be true, or what is I feel like this is you not focusing on what others want or what others think around you. I think that your thoughts now are being guided by your drive and your desire, because I have read here, to transform, to metamorphosize, to change the events surrounding your love relationships or your love life in general, or just surrounding your sense of self. This card announces the birth or intellect, or the birth of intellectual energy, ideas, plans, vision, and communication. This is a new way of thinking, a new way of communicating, a new way of a, a new focus. I feel like this is like a new attitude of how you're perceiving love for self, or the love that was given to you in a relationship. I feel like you have some sort of new way of looking at a specific person in a relationship, maybe weighing up the pros and cons and really figuring out, is this person the right one for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this for me? Is this person for me? Does this person love me the same way I love them? It's like you have a new attitude towards your partner. Maybe you're starting to gain clarity, and maybe you're starting to appreciate your partner. But with this Four of Swords here, I feel like there is a distance, or there's some distance or a lack of communication between you and this person. And it feels like air sign, lots of air. So this could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra that you're dealing with, Taurian, with, or someone with that those placements or those astrological signs in their chart. You're needed to look at the situation from a whole new perspective. It's a new, fresh look. Like, I like to say that we look at the world or our life, or life in general, through different lenses. And I feel like you need to put on some new glasses. Like, I think your prescription ran out. You need to, because you need clarity. You need to see things crystal clear. And I feel like that's what you're trying to do, because this is why you're taking this time out. This is why you're distancing yourself. Because there needs to be some sort of breakthrough here. This is an ace. This is a potential. Okay? There's a breakthrough, or there has been a breakthrough or some sort of epiphany that has led you to um, take time out so that you can understand what it is that you want for yourself and from this relationship, or from a relationship that you desire, okay? Or from a person, okay? And I also wrote in my notes, there's a catharsis happening. There's some sort of purification here. And I love the fact that this butterfly is here, you guys. I love that. This butterfly symbolizes that transformation, but I feel like it symbolizes this transitory state where you're close to where you want to be, that you're kind of in that cocoon. You see how she's kind of playing with her shadow self here? This is what I'm picking up. It's almost like um, this is the reflection, or this is the spiritual higher self, or maybe this is her facing her shadow. This is a lot of shadow work going on here. This soulmate connection has really put you through the ringer, and then I can't help to notice that 1 + 4 = 5 of swords. So this is this is the indication that there was something. There was a decision that was made. It was difficult. It caused you to have some sort of heartbreak. It caused you to feel some sort of emotional loss. Now you're licking your wounds. Now you are recuperating. You're healing whatever those wounds are. And then you move into 5, the 5 of swords. Okay? Energy. That comes next after the 4. Very powerful message here coming through. I would like to read what the author has to say about the Ace of Swords for this particular deck, because I find it to be very enlightening, and I like the way he worded the message for each card here for clarity of belief and just breathe. I'm just going to read a little bit. I don't want to, make these super long, but I do want to make these super duper deep because I want you to understand that we need to focus on our healing, our self-healing, and we need to shift. Well, let me rephrase that. We need to shift the focus to self, because a lot of this focus, especially when you're on YouTube watching tons and tons and tons of tarot videos, the focus is on the other person. There needs to be a focus on you now, and this is what this is about. You're taking the time out to focus on you. What do you want? What would be best for you? What do you deserve? Okay? What direction do you want to take this relationship in? Do you want to stay or do you want to go? And it's during this isolation or this period of this cocoon period that you are starting to sort out the details of this plan, this new attitude, this new thought, this new idea. Okay? So he writes here, and I'm just kind of trying to get to that particular card. And I love how he kind of breaks each suit into different sections. And the suit for the blue cards, which are swords, is called mental. Okay? And it's the keywords are define, communicate, beliefs, and transformation. And I love that. This is definitely about communication or a lack of communication, because I do feel like, and I don't know if you guys realized or noticed, we have a man and we have a woman here. This man is reaching out and he's trying to offer this woman something, but this woman is not looking at him. She's still trying to face herself. So there's a energy around the feminine, the feminine, especially the divine feminines. You're seeking some sort of truth here, and you are finding this truth by facing the shadow self. Or this is a connection between you and the higher self, okay? Depending on where you're at in your journey. And I feel that you're trying to define who you are. At this time in your life, and it's like you're determining your beliefs, what your beliefs are regarding your relationship or commitment, okay? Some of you Taurians are in commitment and you are realizing that there's a change. You're realizing that the fulfillment or the vision you had for this commitment or this relationship has changed. So this card is calling you to discard any outdated ideas about how a relationship should function and what the proper role should be. Decide what you need and what you're willing to give. Different relationships will require different strategies for success. You need to be flexible and open-minded. Bring a breath of fresh air, and it's so funny because the next card is just breathe, to your way of thinking about love and relationships. Some of you guys are needing to work on control issues. When you have gained clarity, gently communicate this to the other person with whom you're in a relationship with. Explain how you would like to see the relationship change or grow, and exchange ideas on how each of you might alter your behavior to make this happen. Act upon your new insights and transform your relationship. Some of you guys really want to fix a relationship where, again, attitudes have changed, things have changed over time, and there has been a lot of distance. Even if you are living in the same home, or even if you are still physically close, I feel like mentally, emotionally, there's some distance. You guys are not on the same page as far as relationship goals, or as far as communication. So I feel like this is why there's a stepping back, or there was a stepping back, but this is only to come back to reconnect, because what she's doing is she's connecting. And I feel like you're stepping back to reconnect with your true authentic self and what you truly desire, what you want. And you're also resting and you're recharging, of course, because again, there has been some sort of tumultuous event that has affected this relationship. And you're looking at the time and effort that you've put in. But you're realizing that all that time and effort that you put in external to yourself, you're realizing that it's now the time to focus on you. You've been neglecting yourself, Taurian. The most important connection you can have are with the divine and your higher self. This is a good time to take a break from your personal relationships and reconnect with your spiritual self. Set aside a few minutes every day to sit quietly and just be. You're overwhelmed. Your focus is on a relationship, on keeping a relationship, or on someone else outside of yourself. You're depending on someone else outside of yourself to make you happy. And Spirit is saying you need to just take a step back and gain clarity about that happiness that you're seeking outside of yourself. Can someone else truly make you happy? They're asking you to get clear. And he's saying, and it looks like he's saying, I come first. See how he has his hand on his chest? It's almost like he's making a vow. Someone is, and I kind of feel like whoever this is coming towards you is trying to offer something. This is a new beginning. This person may have hurt you in the past, but they realize that because they went through some sort of transformation here, they want to make some sort of vow to you. This is interesting, you guys. Let's get some more cards to build this message up. 4 is about stability. Somebody wants to rebuild the stability of the relationship, but they understand that in order to do that, they understand that it takes a lot of time and effort, and they know that they need to heal some things first. But the overall message that I'm getting from this Just Breathe is that your self-care is very important for you right now. And you need to take the focus off of the external factors, and you need to kind of take a step back and really focus on you and your needs. You're burnt out. Someone's burnt out from a relationship. Spirit, give me some more messages for Taurian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, and North Node, please. Thank you, Spirit. So we're going to keep these as the crowning energies. Wow. Success and growth. That's 8. Choose your battles. 7. These are wands. Wow, 3 wand cards. 6, 7, 8. How this y'all saw me shuffle. How is this possible? 6, 7, 8, but it's going backwards. Success and growth. Choose your battles. Believe and succeed. But I feel like it makes sense though. So let me just put these beautiful cards up. These are 3 wands. There's a lot of fire energy here. Taurus. 8. Success and growth. 7. Choose your battles. And 6. Believe and succeed. This is a 6 of wands. Jeez Louise. Wow. So there's going to be lots of communication. Where there wasn't any communication, where there was distance, here with these swords, there was distance. There was a block in communication. Someone took a break. There was a separation, and the distance was either physical, a lack of physical contact, a lack of passion here, a lack of communication, or physically being distant from each other, maybe in 2 different locations, maybe distance due to someone living on the other side of the globe, etc. But someone's about to take some sort of action because, like I said, he looks like he's trying to offer something, like he's making some sort of vow. He's saying, here, I'm giving you this, and this is going to change this relationship. Or this could be you trying to balance the masculine and feminine within yourself here. Masculine, feminine energy, but she's connecting to her higher self. And I think some of you guys had to go within and you guys had to really, really, really face yourself, or really listen to your higher self about this situation here. And there is some sort of action being taken with this 8 of Wands energy, success and growth. I love that. And I feel like there is a because this is coming in the heart of the matter, there is a need to choose your battles. Communication may have been off between you two, and you guys probably didn't know how to communicate with each other properly, but I feel like now you're understanding that choosing your battles is important, because it's not, you don't always have to be defensive or resistant. I mean, this is about wanting to have harmonious relationships. And you know that this is not going to always be the case. There's going to be little issues or fights. You know, beliefs can clash, clarity of belief. You two may have different ways of viewing this relationship or how you approach relationships. And I feel like there may be some sort of power struggle. Okay. But I feel like you are needing to take some sort of stand, and you're needing to assert yourself, because the Ace of Swords is about communication, and this is about having being careful though on how you're doing this and how you're communicating, because this stance or this assertiveness may be misinterpreted. This attitude may be misinterpreted as aggression. So make sure that you are really analyzing how you're communicating with your partner. And if this is someone you're separated from, because we see that there may be some distance or separation or a lack of communication, somebody is wanting to come back in, because there's an Ace of Swords here. This is someone wanting to, this is a new beginning, and somebody wants to come back in and they want to tell you that they have changed, or they've had an epiphany, or they have a new way of looking at this relationship between you and them. So they want success and growth, or you are desiring success and growth. But you understand that you have to choose your battles, because there has been issues with communication with this person. Okay? So be careful. If you feel the need to justify yourself, or you feel the need to communicate how you feel, evaluate the situation. If you believe strongly in your position and know that the outcome will serve everyone's highest good, stand your ground. If being the victor is truly not worth the discord, consider letting go. Don't allow the desire to win to prolong the battle that is unnecessary. 5 of Swords. 1 plus 4 is 5. That is that someone always wanting to win. Remember I said that the 5 has to come after the 4. So this is about choosing your battle. This is about not always wanting to win. Like, no more power struggles, no more ego. No more tit for tat, no more pettiness here. Choose your battles. Is it really that important to hold on to something and keep trying to prove a point? No, because that is affecting the success and growth of this relationship here. And this is 8 is about progress. This is about karmic cycles. This is about lessons. So this beautiful success and growth card here, it feels like the male energy here is the one that is trying to make the changes. Okay. And I feel like the female energy is being receptive of the changes. And I feel like with the success and growth, you are wanting to accomplish something. You are wanting some sort of resolution to some type of conflict here. Because again, this is adding up to the 5 of Swords. So there's definitely a conflict here that has caused a break in communication or distance. But now you're wanting a resolution to the communication or the issues that you guys have been having. So this card is talking about the energy of manifestation is around you now, and you're being moved forward in a positive way. Stay focused on your heart. When this card appears, success is at hand, and it may happen quickly. Your past efforts are being rewarded. This is a time of new, flourishing relationships and a successful resolution to conflict and struggle. This is also an ideal period for greater an ideal period for greater understanding and personal growth. Listen for messages that will help you see yourself and others in a fresh and positive light. Clarity of belief. I just said, oh my God, this is lining up perfectly. I'm trying to get this card. My nails won't let me pick the cards up. See yourself and others in a fresh and positive light. Clarity. Now there is clarity here. Shifting your focus away from conflict. The messages can come from anywhere, your spirit guides, nature, books, or even a television program. They bring new beliefs, clarity of belief about love and what's possible. Old ways of thinking and being are coming to an end. Oh my God, how interesting is that? And I started off the reading talking about there's a new way of thinking, there's a new attitude, there's a new approach to how you are being or behaving in a relationship, approach to what it is that you truly want. And plant these new ideas as seeds. An ace is like a seed. It's the beginning, the start of something that will grow and manifest. So it says plant these new ideas as seeds and watch them take root and grow. Jeez Louise, success and growth. Y'all not understanding what's happening here. The synchronicities are powerful here in this reading. There's about to be a new beginning. For some of you guys, you're dealing with the air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Some of you guys are dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let me get that right. So let's talk about the resolution or the potential here. We have the 6 of Wands. Believe and succeed. How interesting and how wonderful and positive this message is, how this message is coming through for you guys. I wish I could talk. This is about confidence, achievement, inspiration, and recognition. I feel like there will be a newfound recognition. Both people are, because of this clarity, you guys are seeing each other in a whole different light. And now there is a reconnection of 2 people in this relationship. Because now you guys are both choosing to end this conflict here because you're choosing your battles. Faith is powerful and can bring about amazing results. It's an important time to believe in yourself and in your aspirations regarding love. Think and act as if all that you desire is inevitable. Your confidence will send a signal to the universe that you are ready to have the perfect relationship with a spouse, partner, parent, sibling, child, or friend. The energies of success are around you. Use them to achieve your dreams. So you're needing to shift that focus into a more positive stance on what it is that you want for this relationship. If you want this relationship to be successful, you should already take on the attitude, this new attitude with clarity of belief that this relationship will have a victorious outcome. Taurian. Get out of your head. Get out of this overthinking. Get out of this pessimistic view. Get out of this conflicted energy of thought and have clarity that this too, or any conflict will pass. This too shall pass is what I was going to say, because that's what came to my mind. This too shall pass. A lighthouse shines its light as a beacon to passion ships to help them navigate the surrounding waters. At this time, you can be a beacon to others. By acting confidently and being victorious, you can inspire your loved ones to reach out for what they desire. Recognize your power to affect people in a positive ways. Congratulate yourself for this ability and honor that same abilities in other. I wish I could speak. Honor that same ability in others. I'm just a little anxious and excited because this message is coming through so good. Oh my God, I just flipped over the deck. The bottom of the deck is trust. This is the full card, major arcana, and we have detach, justice, and lead. Three major arcanas. Emperor. So we have a new beginning with the trust card. This is about trusting in the universe and trusting in your partner, trusting yourself that you will make the best decision as it pertains to your highest and holiest good. If there is too much conflict and if someone is not focused on success and growth with you, it is time for you to believe that you can succeed elsewhere. This is about moving on. Six of Wands is a man on his horse and he's looking forward. Trust that the universe is guiding you in a positive direction here with the trust card. And I just want y'all to be able to see. And detach from anything that no longer serves you, and that means conflict. Okay? And this is the justice card coming right under the choose your battle card. And I think that is very positive. That is coming right beneath the choose your battles cards. And again, these are three major arcanas here. And detach is coming in the center here, right underneath choose your battles, because this is about reflecting, accepting, deciding, and this is about clarity, responsibility, and fairness. It's important to accept that your previous actions, decisions, and beliefs have led you to your current situation, whether it's pleasant or difficult. We do steer the course of our lives, although often without conscious intent. By assessing your situation and accepting responsibility for it, you are able to free yourself from the need to blame another person or destiny. There's no guilt associated with this card, only clarity and empowerment. Once you've detached yourself from and examined a relationship, lack of a relationship, or another matter of the heart, you're in a better position to decide what your next step might be. Remember that the detached card knows no ego. Decisions arrive as a result of drawing this card must be fair and balanced for everyone involved. And then we have lead. Because this is about your ego preventing you from seeing things clearly. It's time to detach emotionally from a relationship or a situation so that you can step back and reevaluate. Reflect upon how the relationship is working. Is it satisfying? What role do you play in its harmony or disharmony? An honest appraisal is required in order to gain clarity and help you better understand what might need to be done to improve it. This is true even if the relationship is already a good one. Wow. And this is why clarity and belief and just breathe, the detaching here is crowning the energy, because you need to take a step back to evaluate. Because I see that there has been lots of conflicts here and communication issues. And in order to have success and growth, you need to take a step back. You need to have a different way of thinking of it. You need to take on a whole new perspective. And Spirit is guiding me to go ahead and clarify, choose your battles here. With the Seven of Wands, someone was defensive or someone is still defensive. I feel like someone wants to reconcile here. Someone wants to come back, but someone is defensive. Someone is like, they don't know if they want to go back down this road with this person because it's been so... It's been a tumultuous experience for the person that I'm connecting to, because there has been a lack of clarity and a lack of communication. It's been very one-sided. Six of Wands in reverse, yeah. So this person they don't have confidence that this relationship can work out. Clarify the Six of Wands here, please. But see, what comes right after it is the Six of Wands in reverse. They're saying that there can be, see, there goes that Five of Swords. And there goes that decision here. The Lovers, there's somebody was in a third party situation, because the Lovers and the Two of Cups is coming out right one after another. And there goes that Three of Pentacles. Someone is realizing that they have to drop something third party or external to the relationship. This could be someone not putting enough work and effort into this relationship. Someone is deciding about whether they want to keep staying in this relationship, whether they want to keep building on it. And for some of you guys, someone is needing to decide if they still want to involve themselves in a third party situation. And I feel like someone is deciding that there's too many people involved and there's too much conflict here. And someone is going to decide that they deserve better. Someone is going to take control, the power back, take control. This is Lee, this is the Emperor. Someone wants stability, someone wants fairness and justice. Justice is coming in because there will be justice here. For whoever I'm reading for, justice is coming into this situation because some of you guys weren't treated fairly. But I feel like there is definitely a potential for a reconciliation. Let's look at this Fool card here, this Trust card. Let's clarify trust. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Ace of Swords reversed. All right. So it's building a mess and it's letting you know that the reason why you need to approach the situation, there needs to be a rebirth within self. I don't know if I just got a call, so let me go back and repeat what I said. The reason why the Ace of Swords is clarifying the Trust card, this is why this is crowning the reading, is because there needs to be clarity here. You need clarity of thought in order to make this decision on whether you want to proceed. This is not third party for everyone, but I do see someone making a decision on whether they want to continue to build on a relationship, and somebody's making a decision between two people. And they realize that they can't keep participating in a third party. Someone knows that they have to get rid of the third party, one of the parties, in order to have a successful relationship, in order to succeed. Okay? Clarify this Ace of Swords. Why is it reversed here? Clarifying the Fool card. These are trying to come out. That's too many cards. Why is the Ace of Swords? Thank you. See? There it is. Third party. Someone knows that somebody's going to make a decision to just take themselves out of this third party situation. Or they're cutting out the third party activities here. We have someone that could have possibly be negatively coping through overindulgence in sex, alcohol, and drugs. But someone wants a new start. They're saying someone's coming in and they're saying that I transformed. I see things differently and I want a new start. But someone doesn't know if they can believe this person. Clarity of belief. Someone's not sure if they can trust this person. Right? This is why trust is being clarified by the third party and the Ace of Swords in reverse. By the Three of Cups and the Ace of Swords in reverse, because they don't know if they can trust this person. So this person is thinking about detaching. But justice is here because this is justice here. Justice is here because someone needs to make a fair and just decision. The justice can be cutting you. The justice can be the fact that this person is cutting away from this third party. That could be your justice. And here's the Emperor here. This is someone coming in strong. Like, I'm ready to take the lead here. I'm ready to be the man that I need to be in your life. Or I'm ready to be the woman that I need to be in your life. This is Taurian energy. Not Taurian, but this is, Taurian energy, Aries. This is Taurian energy, y'all. Y'all know I be messing y'all up, the signs up, but that's fine. I always look at the Emperor as Taurus. But Aryan energy, I feel Aries, Sag, Leo, fire, and air. I don't see any cups. Interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, Three of Cups, Two of Cups, duh. We have cups here. We have Venus in Cancer. We have Pisces. Clarify the Emperor, please. That's a lot of cards. I don't want to take it. Okay, wow. So we have Tower. That's the change. That inevitable change. Two of Wands. Someone is needing to make a choice. Someone's needing to stop giving to somebody else. Okay, this is a lack of give and take here. And I feel like in the reverse, someone realized that they can't continue to take advantage of the Emperor again. So they're going to need to make a decision. Wow. Let's see what the challenge is. They're going to need to make a decision. Or this is you saying, you know what? I made my decision. I made the decision to walk in my truth. My truth is I'm not participating in this shit. I'm not getting anything out of it. It's one-sided. Okay? It's too one-sided for me. What's the challenge? Ooh. So Emperor came right back out. They're like, listen, we gave you the card. Lead. Let me read it. They want me to read it because that's why it came back out. So let's go on and see why the outcome is lead. Some of you guys, this is this person's manning up. And some of you guys, this is this person. This is you standing in your power and taking back control of your life. Okay? So, in the matters of the heart, the energy of this card can be both help and hinder. Examine the role that you play in your relationships. Do you take the lead and guide the direction of the relationship, or do you follow the other person? If you lead, are you forcing your will on the other person? If you follow, are your own needs being met? A solid relationship involves give and take. Jeez Louise. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Lead and follow. There has to be an even exchange of energy. And this is true for all relationships. This card reminds you to guide, not dominate. Relinquish control. This card focuses on the intellectual rather than the emotional side of relationships. And I did say this in the beginning because I wrote it in my notes. And specifically what I wrote in my notes were it's here. Give me a second to find it because I scribble when I write. I wrote in my notes that there needs to be me to view this relationship from an intellectual standpoint instead of an emotional one. Announces the birth of intellectual energy. Okay? How is the relationship serving those involved? If a relationship is to be healthy and strong, everyone's needs must be met. There has to be sufficient structure and order so that each person knows the boundaries. Each person must make the relationship a priority and put effort into making it strong. And finally, the decisions made in and about the relationship must be based on sound reasoning rather than pure ego. If you're looking for a romantic relationship, are you actively searching, or are you hoping someone will simply show up in your life? This card is of action. It's of being proactive and not reactive. Take the lead. Network. Make yourself available. This is for the single people. But the people in a relationship, there's a lack of equal give and take. It's one-sided. Someone is going to make a decision. And this is about a decision about detaching. Or they're going to detach from the ego and they're going to start being fair with the Emperor card. They're going to do away with this lack of equal give and take, and they're going to come in with fairness. Okay, so some of you guys will get that fairness because I do see that there's somebody went through some sort of transformation here with that clarity of belief. Someone got clarity. Somebody took the time out. They rested. They realized that they were being too dominant. This could be you, Taurian. Realize that you were too dominant. Realize that you're trying to control, and you had to take the time out, and you had to choose your battles because you wanted this relationship to grow and succeed. And some of you guys realize that you had to cut out a third-party situation, or some of you guys are dealing with somebody that's already with somebody, and you realize that it's one-sided, and that this person is not giving you what it is that you need, and you're making the decision to detach, and that will be your justice. This person may try to come back and try to involve you in that third party, but you're making the decision to detach from that. That would be your justice here. Let's see what the outcome is. And for the ones that are single and that are waiting for a relationship to come in, There is a potential for a new relationship, but you need to change your beliefs about how you perceive relationships. You're needing to put yourself out there. I think some of you guys are afraid, and some of you guys are resistant to new people coming in because you're afraid. Wow, the Fool. Here, trust. Taking a risk, taking a leap. Rebirth. This is a whole new way. No, this is packing light. This is getting rid of the emotional baggage, getting away, getting. This is like you're ended that cycle. You're starting a new journey. You're leaving all the stuff from the past behind, and you're packing light, and you're ready to approach this in a whole different way. And it's like you're kind of like a kid at heart. You're again. There's a newfound enthusiasm here. There is a little bit of fear, but I feel like this is breaking through the fear, and this is about the universe saying trust. Trust this new beginning being brought in. This person may have actually transformed here. And I think that's beautiful that this came out. And let me use this deck here for any additional advice for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Any additional advice for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, please. Any additional advice for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. I feel like that was pretty clear. Queen of Wands, confidence. Be proactive, take action. This is the people that have had distance between you. This is about being more passionate, okay? Don't be afraid of that passion. The Hierophant. We have the Six of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. So the way I'm looking at this is, for some of you guys need to really just gain your confidence back as it relates to some sort of commitment that has been a little bit difficult and disappointed. Some of you guys are feeling stressed and overwhelmed, and they're saying that you need to kind of go within and do some of the spiritual work that we were talking about. And the 5 here is, again, about changes and challenges here, but the Hierophant is about wanting to, it's like, this is about your beliefs. Again, there's a whole, there's a message about the way you're perceiving relationship or your beliefs about how relationships should be. And I feel like it's about control and power. There's a very masculine energy trying to come through, and it's almost like there's somebody that's trying to direct a relationship in a certain way. And I feel like the feminine energy is trying to compete with this. There needs to be more somebody, and I don't want to say this to offend anyone. I feel like somebody, because if this is, you're in a traditional type of relationship, or if you're a traditional type of person, because Taurians are very, very loyal. They like stability. They like to take more of the traditional role, because this is the card of Taurus. This is like saying that you might need to play your part. And I'm not saying that as a woman, you're not supposed to be your partner's equal. This is not about not being their equal, but this is about you not being too dominant. This is about an equal balance between the two. This is about being a little bit more feminine. If you're the feminine energy, being feminine, and letting your partner lead a little bit, because this is the basis of the issue. The partner wants to lead, and you're coming in a little bit too controlling and too demanding. Okay? Being charismatic, being a little bit more passionate, being more feminine. You see this bright yellow? Being more radiant, more warmth is coming through. This is Leo. Leo represents the sun. Or the sun card is also a card of Leo, and like in the sunflower too. You need to be a little bit more warm, okay? Because this is a traditional setting, and whatever stress and anxiety or worries you had, or any things, disappointments or confusion, they're asking to offload, to lay down that burden, okay? And for some of you guys, you're making a decision to move ahead alone, and you're making a decision to end a relationship where you may have been dealing with someone who you and their beliefs clash too much for this relationship to work. So this is all surrounding the beliefs of how a relationship should go. And you're feeling like you want to free yourself, but you're not sure how to here with the Six of Swords in reverse, because the Hierophant energy too comes in as wanting to be free of restrictions of society's norms and the status quo. And I feel like there's a sense of someone wanting to liberate themselves from something. And this could just be liberating yourself from overthinking, liberating yourself from um, family values or how you were raised or what you were taught to believe. Or this is just liberating yourself from a commitment that's no longer working for you. And the Fool card would come in as taking the risk to do that. If this is you changing the way you're viewing your relationships and how you're coming in, how you're approaching the relationship, this is liberating yourself from those old ways of thinking. And this is you starting new. This is you starting the relationship from a clean slate. But either way, there is a new beginning at hand for you and or the cross watcher. Okay, so let's end the reading with an angel of abundance oracle card. Spirit, do you have any divine messages for my beautiful Taurian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, and North Node? Any beautiful messages? Thank you very much. They're saying visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you this, such a great spiritual power. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthy, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience. Change your thoughts, clarity of belief. You manifest the reality you want by changing your thoughts. Now, this is a learning experience here with the Hierophant. Okay, this is about a lesson, and you're learning this lesson, and you're learning to live in your truth and your authentic self here. This is what this is about. And if the truth for you is being in this relationship that might have been started off as a third party, maybe that the third party was clashing with your beliefs, being with a married person, and now you're like, or this is part of your beliefs is not being with a married person. This is you having clarity of belief about that. Like, I can't be involved with this anymore because this person's married. This clashes with my values and my beliefs, or vice versa, depending on where you're at. This person may have been married. Now this person is saying to you, I want to be with you. And, you know, it depends on your situation. So this is about you having a different way of viewing the values. This is about religious factors. You know, like with the Romance Angels cards, this would be, that would fall under this category of religious factors are affecting your love life. Somebody is married, or somebody doesn't want to get married, and you may be someone that wants to get married, and that person doesn't want to get married. They don't believe in the institution of marriage. That would be a clash in beliefs. That would be a reason for you to stand in your authentic truth and say, well, we don't want the same things, you know, in life. You know, there's different scenarios, but it's all about clarity. I want a commitment. What do you want? I want a commitment too. Okay, let's work together. I don't want a commitment right now. Okay, we're not on the same page. Get clear about what it is that you want. And also relinquish the control to the point so that you both can have a situation where it is equal give and take. Because right now, it looks like some of you guys are participating in a situation that's very one-sided, and you're carrying the whole relationship on your back, and it's causing you extreme stress, worry, and doubt. So it's time for you to let those burdens go. It's time for you to move on to calmer waters here. Okay? This could be calmer waters within a relationship, or this could be just moving on in general to something bigger and better. All right. I hope these messages resonated. I hope that this reading was insightful. It was very powerful for me. There was a lot of clarity received from this reading. Something just stood out to me, you guys. Y'all know I'm always talking. So I'm hearing seek truth. Seek truth. That's what kept coming up. In my mind, seek truth. Somebody needs to seek the truth about something that's being offered. Seek truth. I'll let y'all go. I am going to start doing extendeds because, again, I do really long videos, and I'm going to start adding the details, the meat and potatoes, in the extended versions. What is the seeking truth about? What is that about, Spirit? What is seeking truth about for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising? What is that about? Oh, okay. Some of you guys, this is the truth. There's a connection that is about to end, okay? And you're gaining clarity about that, and you're making peace with that. And it's justice because apparently this was one-sided for some of you guys. And in the reverse, it's about a break in communication or parting ways for two people. Whether romantic, social, or business, the present connection seems to be at or close to an end. If this is the case, consider what healthy action needs to take place, or healthy action that needs to be taken to move on. As difficult as parting may be, it can often lead to bigger and better things. Keep in mind both the logistical and emotional aspects of leaving this connection behind. Make plans, vent your feelings. Always remember, with every ending, a new beginning is at hand. And the affirmation is, I open my heart and life to truly caring connections. The ideal friend and partner is coming to me now. Okay? So that is your reading. I love you guys. Thank you. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. If you have any questions or if you would like a personal reading, check the description box for my contact information.